You're good. They can hear us though.
Hello, everybody.
Oh,
Hopefully,
hi.
everybody can hear us.
Hey,
I think we should be good. All right, everybody. Welcome to Rivals of Waterdeep. Whoa, Brandon's camera just.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it down a little bit because I was like,
Just a
oh, what's going
smidge.
on?
I'm a little
You're,
low.
you're a little low? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do some adjustments and things here. So don't mind this. Look, I got to push Brandon's
stream
camera
apps.
up a little bit. But we are the Rivals of Waterdeep. Thank you for everybody that has joined us. We will go around the table And starting with Tanya, share our character pronouns and all that good stuff. So Tanya.
Just our character pronouns.
Just that.
Yes, that's it.
Hi, my name's Tanya. I play Lisa Storio, your human paladin. Both Lisa's pronouns and mine are she, her.
Hi, everybody. I'm playing Ren Lida today. Pronouns for both me and Ren are he, him.
I will be playing Dahani, and both my pronouns and Dahani's are she, her.
Hey, y'all. I'm Masood. I'll be playing Gazrik Namrand, and both our pronouns are he, him.
Hey, y'all. And I'm Shreep Jackson. I'll be playing your DM and all weird, completely honest, and trustful NPCs. Pronouns he, him, and also occasionally we'll play Shaka, the Tiefling Warlock, whose pronouns are also he, him. All right, y'all. We are in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
So we're halfway through season 7. For those that are new to our show, we have been playing for about 2 years now. And we switch DMs every 10 episodes. So every 10 episodes is a new story, a new season. I've been doing it for the last 2, but the normal rotation is like every 10. So before we get started, let's do a shout out to all the folks that support us.
Yeah.
Let's start with D&D Beyond. So we use all our character sheets are like online, and we also have like access to the source books as well. If you are listening live on Twitch Sundays at noon, there will be a raffle in the chat where we will be giving away some source books. So make sure to look out for the code there, enter, and get you some D&D Beyond stuff there. And make sure to visit them at dndbeyond.com as well. Our dice trays and vaults are provided by Wormwood, WYRM Wood. Make sure to use the code RIVALS for free domestic shipping at wormwoodgaming.com. As Latia is showing hers with some woos going, with some silent woos.
I also make dice jails.
Yeah. I did a lip reading, so I saw that you were wooing. And our dice, our level up dice, we are part of the Diceomancy program. So if you go to bit.ly/LUD Rivals of Waterdeep and you buy some stuff there off that link, it'll give us points, and we'll be able to get some stuff and then raffle that stuff back off to the community. So make sure to check them out at Level Up Dice. We also have notebooks that are provided by the Rook and the Raven. Go to the rookandtheraven.com and use the code RIVALS for 15% off. Wow, Latia is really Dana White.
For good product placement,
I know this is great. And if you want to use some minis in your campaign as well, make sure to go to eldritch-foundry.com and use the code RIVALSDND for 10% off. And our nudist people, Stormcrow, who provide things like coffee mugs that are getting caught up in my background.
In their filter.
Dice, masks.
All I bought was clothes.
Shirts.
Ooh.
All kind of cool things. Make sure
the coffee even tastes better.
Yes, it does. It enhances the coffee. I mean, I do have some stats on my coffee mug, so it adds that to every single piece, every morsel of coffee that you drink will be there. Not sure if it works on water, but scientifically proven to work on coffee. So make sure to go to shop.stormcrow.com and use the code RIVALS for 15% off of your purchase. All right, cool. So, y'all ready for our recap?
Yeah.
Yes.
Last episode. Okay, so previously on Rivals of Waterdeep.
Whoosh. Yeah, the timing again, man.
All right. The whoosh has been done, so now we can talk about episode 5 of season 7. So, y'all, what happened last episode?
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
So much.
So much
Yeah,
that you're
so much.
speechless. You're speechless. You were so engrossed.
So I remember we ended in combat. Like we were
Yes.
in
Mhm.
combat at the end.
Yes. Do
Here,
you?
here are the bigger, like
Okay.
we, Siraj and Celise agreed to work together, and so
Mhm.
the group is sort of on this uneasy treaty.
Yes.
And he has a bunch of allies that we didn't know about, like his forces that are present. They took us to like a map room with a bunch of like information
Mhm.
tracking this great threat to Waterdeep that is
Yes.
present, who you may have told us more about, but I'm drawing a blank on. And
I know it was so impactful.
so
It's like,
impactful. It's just, wow.
yeah.
And then a two-headed beast came at the group,
Mhm.
and we were dealing with that.
Yeah. I mean that is pretty much what happened. So we ended episode 4. So two episodes ago by finding out that like Zaraj, the hunter, the assassin of the Black Network, who we haven't seen since season 2 of our show, has returned, but he is very sick. He is injured. Celise, has sworn vengeance against him for murdering her wife many years ago. So there's kind of been as like you said, Masood, like a uneasy truce between the rivals and him, because in like previous episodes, there's been like a cloaked individual that's been causing all kind of mayhem. And then in a side story, Duo is behind on a bunch of bills and might lose Troll Skull Manor, which is where
yeah.
we live.
It was
You know, so-
crazy.
That all seems so far away now.
It all seems
Yeah.
so far away. It might come back. Who knows?
Mm.
Yeah. So we found like Zaraj in an abandoned place in like Waterdeep. We did see that there were a bunch of people around him, which like he mentioned are the remaining like members of the Black Network, which I kind of like observes like Waterdeep from the shadows. And we also meet one person, Davil Starsong, who is one of these people of the Black Network that like kind of like spoke for like Zaraj. But like Celise did heal Zaraj, so Zaraj was able to sort of like speak for himself a bit. Davil, he like led you down this very long tunnel into like a room that was basically like a cylinder, and like it was lit with like a bunch of like a circular group of like torches, and that is where like Davil like he laid out the map. Masood, like he wrote a nat 20 on the map, so he saw that there was really like a area that had like really expensive like houses in it, that like that we later said was the C ward. So we knew that like that was a part of the map that was the most highlighted with like markings and that kind of stuff. Then as we were going through, we like heard a sound. Dahani flew upwards, and like a Celise went in like a battle stance. Then we saw this huge lumbering two-headed beast that was going toward us, that was also taking out a whole bunch of the Black Network like members that were in the tunnel as well. So we did end in like a combat, everyone except Rin and Duo, because Duo is scared, and Rin is quote unquote on the sidelines. So he is giving y'all motivational support. He is cheering, so he's in like a game, he's like the person in the back that like is like cheering you on, and that kind of stuff. So that is where we ended. Ew. So anything else that y'all want to add in before we jump back in?
That sounds all very accurate.
I'm also sad that I didn't get to flip during my little cheerleading session with Duo, but it's okay.
Look,
I'm gonna try to flip during
you can
during this episode.
you can. I mean, like you are technically not in the initiative order, but if you want to enter initiative just to flip, you can do that. That does mean you open yourself up to being attacked. By this creature, but it might be worth
flipping? Yep.
I mean, yeah, like if it senses you as a threat, because right now it doesn't. It just thinks you're like a wall ornament or something. You're like a big like golden candle or something because you're just like standing there. Yeah, so that's where we're gonna go back in then. So I have the initiative order and I have the remaining HP and all of that on the monster, which I need to scroll to. Okay. Yeah, so I do have the proper initiative order. I did mess up on initiative a bit like last time and forgot some folks.
It's cool. We caught you on it. That's what counts. We keep you honest, and you keep trying to kill us.
Exactly. I was held accountable, and I appreciate that. That's why I love y'all. All right. So we are gonna start right up. But our creature, who has been very, very badly damaged, suddenly he turns around toward that long tunnel that it like came from, and it basically starts to run away from y'all. It starts to like lumber back into the tunnel. So it is exiting initiative. It is using like its action to move outside of your range and go back to where it was lumbering toward.
I do remember casting slow on it, which was like kind of reducing its ability to like move and do other stuff, right? So yeah. So like it is moving slower than it normally was. Cool.
And it like also it like lowered its like AC by like 2 points and some other stuff.
Oh yeah, you're on top of it. You got it.
You know, I mean, I might have taken notes in my Rook and Raven book. Who knows? Yeah. So its back is to you because its attention is to something that's behind it. So if y'all want to attack this thing from the back, you would have advantage, or you can let it kind of run away. So does anybody want to do anything as this massive beast is lumbering away from you now?
So out of character, quick question. If all of us fought it, how reasonable is it that we could take it down? And not like give us the stats, but if we all engaged it, could we take it down?
Yeah, so like y'all definitely hit it pretty hard. You definitely notice that as it turns around very slowly, and part of it is due to like Gazrik's spell, but the other part is that it still has those like cheeks that are like in like its cheek. Sorry, those like arrows in the cheeks that like the honey shot. So it definitely looks labored, and it definitely looks very, very hurt. That's what all of you would be able to notice. Even Ren, from his vantage point.
Could I send in Duo once again to go attack?
Is he your familiar now?
I
feel like he's like my little Pokemon to go like Duo. Because he needs to get up there.
Okay, all right. So tell me what like you want to say to Duo.
Okay. So Ren turns to Duo and he's like, "All right, Duo, this is your chance. You missed out on the last fight and you turned right around when the enemies showed up, but I need you to turn around and go out there and fight, okay? We need you in this fight."
Well, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's turned around. It doesn't really seem like it's much of a fight anymore. I mean, I have some honor. Like, you want me to stab this thing in the back?
Yes, you've been wanting to stab people for a long time. This is your chance to go and do that, and they won't even see you do it. Preemptive strike.
But like, I don't think you guys are gonna be proud of me if I like stab something in the back. Like, I want to be able to fight something like straight up.
Look, I will be proud of you if you go over there and attack it.
Okay.
Especially after what you did last time and you turn around and you didn't do anything. You got to go over there and get it together.
Why don't you roll persuasion?
Okay.
Yeah. Make a persuasion check because he's definitely a little scared.
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say that he kind of looks up. He like looks at like his dagger, and he basically says like, "Well, if you put it that way," and then he dashes away from you, and he dashes toward this beast.
Oh God!
And if no one stops him, he is going to roll to hit.
Oh boy.
So,
Oh man.
Well, it's his turn, so I guess if things go south, I'll move in to save Duo on Duo's turn. On my turn.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a pretty big beast. So as he's running past Dahani, who are you still in the air, or like
I am still in the air.
Down? Okay, so like he is going to like a look up at you, and he's gonna say like, "Hey, can you lift me up so I can like jump on this thing's back or something?"
You know what? Sure. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Great. All right. So you descend down, and tell me, do like you just grab him by he like has like his like arms up. He's like a baby. He has his arms up.
No, yeah, he and I are I'm a little taller than him, so
Yeah.
I can't like talon grab him, so I will pick him up.
Okay. All right. So you pick him up, and do you place him on this thing's back? Do you bring him close, or do you toss him so he lands on the back?
You know what? I never imagined I would get a chance to do this, but let's fastball special duo. Never thought I would get this opportunity.
You gotta take advantage, right?
Exactly.
All right. I want you to describe this then.
So Dahani is not that strong. She's decent at it. So I think what she'll do is she'll fly down and she'll pick him up like, under by the armpits. And I think what she'll do is she'll like do a spin to gain momentum and then throw him.
Nice. Oh wow.
Nice.
Okay.
So
very
using some it's gonna look super cool with her wings going all over the place and stuff. So she's just gonna gain that momentum and throw him.
Yeah. So like this is like a shot put basically. Like you're going around.
A duo put.
Yeah. So as you're spinning him, Duo attempts to say like, "Yeah, I see. Like you're using like your angular momentum to like give me some energy. Like I appreciate that." And as you let him go, I'm gonna roll performance for Duo because he is definitely gonna try to stylishly fly through the air and land on the back of this large creature. And he rolled an 8. So he is trying to essentially think of like how like Michael Jordan looks as he's like jumping in for a dunk. He's trying to do like that like profile thing with his like dagger, but it looks really stiff. Like it really doesn't look that good. But he does land on the back of this huge monster who's like lumbering a lot slowly due to like Gazrick's spell, and he's gonna roll to hit with advantage.
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad you got advantage because that was a 4. Okay, so he rolls a 19.
Oh, go Duo.
So he takes out his like a dagger. He plugs it right in the back of this large creature, and he really digs it in there. So as you see this creature kind of lumbering from side to side and holding on to like the sides of like the tunnel as it's plunging into the darkness, you see Duo hanging off the back of this thing with a dagger because he's plunged it in, and because the creature is like moving like back and forth, Duo he like loses his grip a little, so he's just like hanging on the back of it from this dagger. As you see this thing go into absolute darkness. Okay. At that point, you hear the creature make a very large noise, a scream, and then you hear a very large thud on the ground, so that it shakes the ground in the part that like you're in, actually. And then you hear Duo. It sounds like he's like talking to someone, but you can't hear the
He's just standing there looking at all of them, just kind of like, that was
like hanging off the back of this thing. I mean, they sent me in for the final blow. Like I softened it up. I mean, they softened it up a little bit, but like the final blow is like really like the most important. You know, it's like when I used to run as like a cobalt. It's like the anchor. It's like the last one that's like the most important. You want to put the best one at like the end. And he's kind of going like on and on. And you're not sure if he's talking to this like massive creature that he was hanging off of, or if he's talking to someone else. So at like this point, like Zaraj says, I think the threat is over, but I'm not sure how they got down here. And then you see him, he's like pointing to the rest of the shrouded members of the Black Network, because like there's like maybe 10 of them left, and he's sending them back into the tunnel. So it's just him and like a Davil now. Mm-hmm. And like a Davil says, okay, I think we should get back to work. Like, can everyone come back to the map again, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get Duo and see who he's talking to.
And wait, we're supposed to just go back to work after this monster comes out of a tunnel?
Yes.
Why do you even have something like that? How did it get free? What?
Look, I know you're not from around here, but we have enemies everywhere. Sometimes they may sneak in. I'm not sure like where that one came from, but we took care of it, and I've sent like our other people to go take care of it. So
we took care of it. We handled that.
I shot an arrow. Didn't you notice that?
Okay. I'm going to see if the tunnel is secure, and so
and the arrow was true.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're right. Gazrick just like walks away because he can't handle it, and like follows Tahani like down the tunnel to see where it actually came from a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you two are walking down the tunnel, what are Ren and Celise doing? What are y'all doing?
Celise is wiping off her blade, and then she turns to Ren. So weren't gonna join in the fight?
I mean, are you mad that I did it? I was just trying to be very encouraging to Duo. I've been in a lot of fights, Elise. I just was trying to give somebody a chance to show their themselves.
Celise is giving you the look.
Oh no, not the look.
Fine, I'll go. I fine. Let me find my dagger.
The fight's over now.
But just in case, if we have to,
you have magic. That would have been useful.
Yeah, but I like stabbing stuff. You know that.
You could have stabbed it and then used a fireball. You could have done both.
Oh, you are right.
Are you sure? Are you
well,
sure?
now I just realized it. You just gave me a real revelation of my life. This has changed a lot of things. I can multitask, Lee. This is incredible.
That is the point of this episode.
This is why I am so glad that you helped me out with so many aspects of my life because I would not even know about some of the things that I could do without you. And he starts crying.
Celeste just rolls her eyes and walks to the map. She's just like, this is why I don't have kids.
You know, I'm pretty happy because literally this whole season was organized around teaching Brandon he could multitask. That was the goal. That was the goal.
Check mark.
We can end the season early. You know, like we have achieved the goal of the season.
Wow.
All right, so Rin's crying. Celeste is walking toward the map with Davo and Zaraj. Mm-hmm. And Gazrick and Dahani are walking to the tunnel to check in on Duo and see who the heck is he talking to. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's start with Gazrick and Dahani. So as you walk through, it's really dark. And as I said earlier, even though you have the dark vision, it does seem like you still can't see as well as you would expect to see in the dark. So like, you know that it has to be like something that's not like a natural dark. Mm-hmm. Also, if you've moved, that means that you've stopped concentrating on that spell, right?
I think when I saw the creature like go down, I stopped.
Okay, you stopped.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. All right. So as y'all get closer, you see Duo, and you see him talking to nothing. You see him just like, it looks like he's like gesturing toward like something, mm-hmm. and like he's just going on and on about how he like delivered the final blow and he feels very happy and all that kind of stuff. But he's kind of gesturing toward nothing.
Okay.
Hey, Duo.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the conversation, but sure.
Who you talking to?
Oh, it's just a ghost. I mean, you probably won't be able to see it. Well, if you can see it, then like we'll have to talk about some things because like I'm the dead one. Like I don't want more dead ones. So.
Okay. You know what? It's been 4 months. I'm used to this behavior. What ghosts?
You want me to like describe them for you?
Sure.
Well, sure. And then he points to Gazrick and he says, well, Gazrick gave me the great idea to like have him like dance like at the talent show, which was like pretty cool. He has this like really creepy cloak on. Doesn't really say much. But like he just showed up, and I feel he's trying to take credit for like taking this like thing down. But you saw me like hanging off with the dagger, so we're just trying to settle some things.
You're talking to our mysterious open mic person who is a ghost.
Well, I mean, he's a little more than that. I don't want to reduce him to that. I mean, I wouldn't just call you like Bird Monk, you're a 3-dimensional person. So right. Yes, okay. Like he did do one thing like that, but he's not like, that's not his identity. You're
right. You're right. That's not all he is. He is a person, a ghost of many talents and abilities. And
how reductive of us to think all he does is do backflips and magic.
Exactly.
Can you ask him why he is here? Why does he follow you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of know like why he follows me. I mean, when I first met him, like way before like the talent show stuff, when I was buying all this stuff, and like doing that, he was like, well, wait, what? And like he like turns around and says, wait, you don't want me to like I tell that? Oh, sorry, I almost said too much.
I'm sorry. What?
No, I'm sorry. Who's your allegiance to, Duo? Keep talking.
And like his eyes are kind of like he's going like to the back, and he's looking at you with like the doofiest smile, like just like the doofiest, like as doofy as a kobold can smile.
Straight up Serena's art, just straight up.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh,
Exactly. Yeah. So like he has the doofiest smile.
Well,
And I actually want both of you to roll perception.
okay,
I can do that.
that's definitely doable.
That's a natural 20 for
Yeah.
Yo,
25.
screw my roll. I was like, I feel good about my 13. No.
Sweet. Yeah. So like, as Gazarick is trying, he's like, you're like peering into Duo's eyes, like, what is going on here? The senses that Tahani has like developed from her time in Chult, from her time with these weird people in Waterdeep. Whoa, that was an interesting.
Sorry.
That's going to be a GIF as well. Yeah. So you see like a very clear shimmer, like an outline of like someone in the dark, and because of your nat 20 and your experiences, you definitely say, this is the same profile of that weird cloaked individual that we saw both at Troll Skull Manor. Well, I actually and like outside of the building that we
Okay.
that we went in to find Zarash.
So I'm gonna be like, hey, Gazrick, for once, Duo is on to something. I'm not gonna say telling the truth because Duo does tell the truth sometimes, but yeah, there is, and like she's gonna like make the shape that she can see.
Okay.
Like, and they're there.
Well, okay. So
Well, go ahead, guys.
I was good. I like kind of turned my back to what's it called, Duo and the silhouette. I was like, do you think he's the one who set that monster upon us?
Oh wait, are you talking to a Tahani or?
Yeah, this is Tahani. I put my back to like kind of like whisper slightly.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's not that quiet. Like if Duo tried, he could hear it, but it's
He is not trying.
Cool.
He doesn't hear you.
Gotcha.
I don't think so. While this entity's intentions may have been unclear and confusing, they haven't tried to kill us yet. So I don't think so. But also, why is it a ghost now?
I don't know. It's like, and why could we see ghost before? It's okay. It's fine. Duo, your friend. Tell him he must enjoy our company, spending so much time with us, and we appreciate him guarding us from this monster.
Well, I don't think he enjoys this, but like he has to like save us. So like like he's just doing his job.
I want to. Oh, man, it's a ghost. It's a ghost now.
According to Duo.
According to Duo. It is something that can be both corporeal and incorporeal.
Okay.
Yes.
Which could literally be anything.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually have a spell for this. I did some research. I have the spell Commune with Nature. You briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory, blah, blah, blah. You instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about the following subjects as they relate to the area. I don't care about trains and bodies of water. I don't care about plants and minerals. I do want to know powerful celestials, fey fiends, elementals, or undeads, and influences from other planes of existence. Those two I want to get a vibe on in this moment as I like commute as Gosrick sort of like lets his senses take over and settles in and like feels the energy and kind of focuses on the silhouette that Tahani describes. Just to like,
Okay.
yeah, and yeah, those are the things I would like to
Okay.
specifically either like gain some knowledge about in this moment.
Okay. And there's no like saving throw or anything, right? It's just a general thing that you do in a sense.
I will it does not a saving throw. It just says
Okay.
I instantly gain it. It is a 5th level spell, and I'm burning my last 5th level slot to do this.
All right.
But yeah,
Okay. That's what you want to do.
that is. We won't need it for combat. We just got out of combat, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, your DM would never put you in combat twice in a row.
And definitely not without the ability to long rest in between.
Yeah,
Never.
not without a long rest. Like that would just be criminal.
It's so rude. Yeah. No, but yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So what you can sense is you definitely sense. So with that spell, you can also sense that there is a figure there. So you didn't see it like before,
Right?
Only Dahani did, and like Duo, of course.
Mm.
So you definitely sense that there is something there. You definitely sense that it is something that is tied to the mortal world, but not completely. You sense that it's something that can kind of go back and forth because you get a quick sense that it's all the way here in terms of its spirit, and then you get a sense that it's gone, and it keeps kind of like alternating.
So it's like,
like
it's not like it's tethered to the other thing. It's literally like almost bouncing back and forth.
I mean, it's not. It's definitely connected.
Okay.
To something else.
Gotcha.
But like you can see it kind of bouncing in and out.
Okay.
Maybe at 60 hertz, man. At like 60 frames.
Man, that's such good frequency.
60 hertz. Great frequency.
Great frequency.
You also like feel something very intense. And you can't quite tell what it is, but it feels very, very cold. Like it just feels like it's something that is like super, like a cold, even being from like Icewind Dale.
Yeah.
This is like a cold that reminds you of being from there, but also feels like the worst of being there. So that's what you sense.
So
using that spell.
The moment Gazric feels that almost deep cold, you see like his forearm hairs rise up, like every sort of hair, like he gets goosebumps everywhere, and it's partly fear and it's partly just like a natural reaction. But he comes out of his trance and like turns to Tahani and okay. Duo, hey, your friend seems very cool, very nice. Okay, nice to meet you. Be right back. And I like kind of tug at Tahani and like pull back to the room because I want to discuss this with the other rivals immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you follow? Dahani, you follow him?
Yeah, I think for the most part, Dahani feels like though this entity is definitely odd, so far it's harmless. And Duo has some common sense. He'll be fine, maybe. So I will go back.
Is Duo Meowth because he can actually speak if he's a Pokemon?
Feel like it sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's always got a harebrained scheme somewhere.
Oh, does have a lot of
absolutely.
schemes. He has a lot of schemes. You know, as you remember, well, if I don't know if you guys watched the first season.
Yeah.
But we met Duo. He was like basically a bunch of kobolds dressed as kids, and they threw off their costumes. They pulled out their daggers and tried to kill us. So he's always been up to stuff. Even before he was charmed and joined us. So. All right. So as you are walking out of the tunnel, you see Celise walking toward like Zaraj and Davil at this circular slab that had the map on top of it. Okay? And there are no more those Black Network guards because they were all sent into the tunnels. So it's like just them. And Ren, are you still sort of emotionally distressed, or do you also walk toward the map as well?
I am still distressed because I could not believe that I learned how to multitask today. So I'm gonna sit right here and try to get my life together about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say that you are in earshot of stuff, so you can still hear it, even though you are kind of like disengaged a bit from it. Okay. All right. So like, what like Davil does is he like points his finger at the part of the map, because like if like you remember, it was like in 4 quadrants, and like and it's like the part that Gazrick and Notice had the most like markings on it. It's like the part, it says C word on it. It has a bunch of like, it's like well drawn. It's like a bunch of like really big like houses with like acreages and like all that stuff. And he basically says like, well, I mean, my spies have said that I think around this part here, this is really where we can get the source of the time loops that like all of our people have been experiencing. And wherever that, I don't know, like we've seen some weird like cloaked person. And we think that this might be either the source of where that person is, or like what kind of god or devil that they are like communing with, something. But this is where we need to go. The only problem is, as you can see, our numbers are like a little lower. And now that we've seen this, whatever kind of monster, I think it might have been like a Etten, kind of come here. I think we need to really up our attack here. So my advice is that we try to take this on tonight. Are you with me?
What was this? What was the name of this monster you said?
I think it's in Etten. It's like a 2-headed beast. I mean, it looked like some that like I've seen previously.
I think, do we have Ettins in the show?
I think Gazrick is looking it up on D&D Beyond.
Just it's a little. It's like going. He goes back to the dead bot. Basically, I want to see if I can transform into this later. Don't worry about it. It might come up. It might not. It's if it's a monster, if it's an animal.
No, I like just imagine like Gazrick like just like pulling out
like
a
pulls
laptop.
out his phone. Just like it's like 2 T's, one M. Okay. Oh, this thing is truly disgusting. What a great. No, it's okay. Cool. It's just cool.
Okay. Yeah, so if I remember right, out of character, Gazrick can transform into stuff that he's touched, right?
He has
to have like a physical contact.
Wild shape. You may assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before twice per short rest. But I can't turn into this because this thing isn't a beast. It's a giant. So yeah, that's different.
Okay. I mean, I will say,
careful what you say right now, please.
If you wanted to, you definitely could.
Yes. Okay. All right.
It's just gonna look like a gorilla with 2 heads instead.
yeah, exactly.
It might not look exactly like this thing.
Oh God!
It might just look like a dwarf with 2 heads. It might just look like Gazrick.
It's just like Gazrick just grows another head. Perfect.
Yeah, but I'll say that like you can definitely make an attempt, and like I might make you roll to see how successful it is.
That's
if you choose to.
That's very fair. You're a kind of benevolent GM. I appreciate that. Okay. I think then the question becomes: is so these Etten, does our foe have more of them? Is this what they will send at us to stop us?
Well, we have been seeing more and more, and at this point, like Azaraj says, "What? There were actually more of these?" Well, Zaraj, you've been out of commission for a little bit, so you've missed a lot. I've had to take on a lot of the responsibilities here, so if you don't mind, I'd like to I mean, like you called them here. I'd like to give them the information. And then Siraj, as he's kind of like trying to hold himself up on this slab, because even though he's healed, he's definitely like, like he's still a little bit shaky. If like you remember, he missed his like arrow shot that he tried to do in the last episode. And he basically he looks at Celise and he says, I know I'm not the warrior that you hoped I would be, but unfortunately, this is my my lot in life.
You're not
Just
the
Celise
person I
looks
thought
sad.
you were either.
Well, trust me. When the time comes and you choose to execute on your wishes, I will be back to what I once was.
Be back.
I could just kill you now. Save myself some hassle.
As you say that, Davil's eyes open wide and he says, okay. I mean, if you want to look, we have this, okay? I've been in charge of the Black Networks since Zaraj was over there resting while we were out here working. So if you want to do whatever you got to do, you can go ahead and do it. I don't care anymore.
I support. Celise, do it.
So Celeste just gives that sly smile when you know you're absolutely wrong. It seems like you don't have the support network you thought you did.
Well, I've spent time for a long time as a hunter, as an assassin. I knew my time would end eventually. But Davil, if you ever attempt to talk to me in that way again, we will have words.
Dang.
And like him and Davil are kind of like staring at each other, and they're standing like pretty close to each other.
So
And
question.
Yep.
Is Celeste close enough to get to like either get in between them or to pull Zaraj back?
Yeah, I mean, you can walk to wherever they are because like everyone is around this slab except for Rin. He's like a little far away, but like you're like on this slab. So if you want to, yes, you can do either one of those actions. So tell me which one you want to do.
Celeste is gonna walk over and get directly in front of Davil, and she stares in Zaraj's eyes, and they're just full of hate. You don't get to threaten other people with the consequences of action. So if I choose to end you here and now for what you've done to me, that's between you and me. It's clear there's no love lost between you and Davil, so don't threaten him. If you want to go, we can step outside. I don't care what shape you're in, because you're not fully healed. I didn't have to do that much. We made a bargain, so if you keep threatening people that clearly don't care about you, that bargain is null and void. Because I have no problem with it. Because if we don't need you, we have Davil. You have no bargaining power.
You have a way with words.
They were my first weapon before a sword.
Keep this in mind. And now he's like alternating his looks between you and Davil. He says, while Davil has been controlling things from the network, I still have the relationships in the Sea Ward. Plenty of those rich bureaucrats hired me to do their dirty business. So you need me if you want to be able to gain access with the least amount of trouble and the least amount of suspicion.
You've met us. Do you think we care about suspicion or trouble?
Well, I'm just trying to approach you to try to do this in the smartest way possible. And I'm trying to repay my debt to the city. After that's done, then I have no problem with, as you said, stepping outside. But for now, as much as I distaste it, we should put our differences aside and attempt to squash this terror on this city that we all love.
That we all love. I'm not from.
Well, so like he's like kind of like he like laughs to like himself a bit. He says, "Well, you've been here. We've trained together. I've seen you do missions together. I would hope that you've gained an appreciation for the City of Splendors." And now he's looking at like all of y'all, because he's basically like, hopefully you've all gained an appreciation for the people of Waterdeep, for the culture of Waterdeep.
Buckets of people from Waterdeep. Sorry, I guess says that underneath his back.
As Lisa's like, I don't need to go here. This ain't my hometown. I wouldn't be on this path to vengeance if it wasn't for you. So she doesn't care. Like, she is laser focused.
Okay. He then turns, because he's feeling that focus, so he kind of turns away and he looks at Ren, who he notices is sort of like separated a bit from the group. And he says, "Even you have respect for the people of Waterdeep, correct?"
That is up for debate, sir.
What problem do you have with the people of Waterdeep?
If they're not my friends, I don't like them.
That's fair. This is not an easy city to live in.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the case anywhere. Anywhere will have friends, foes. You just have to pick what you're willing to live with.
So technically, we're foes. I could fight you right now and stab you in the heart.
Well, I think you might want to ask your friend here. And he gestures toward like Celise. I don't think she would appreciate that very much.
I will just go and ask her for right now. Give me a second. And then Ren moves over to Celise. Celise, I am bluffing and I'm not really that strong. But if I did stab him in the heart, would you be upset? I had to do it from a sneak attack so he won't see it coming because I'm not that strong.
So if you got him from the back, I got him from the front.
Yeah.
As long as I get the killing blow, I'm okay.
So we can do that? Okay, I just want to at least like seem like I am doing something fun and exciting. You could get him from the front, and I'll just like, I'll hold him down. And then I'll just like...
I mean, he is weakened.
That's why it's perfect. That's why it's perfect. But I gotta at least seem like I'm a badass or something.
So just a reminder that Celisa's ring burned her so bad she took it off.
Yes.
So it's not even like she's got that to remind her.
Exactly.
Her moral compass.
Exactly.
And
so it's in a pouch, but it's like it would have to go through several layers of leather and metal for her to feel it, even if it turned incandescently hot. So there's nothing really stopping her right now.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I will also say, for the purposes of saving y'all's bacon a bit, I'll say y'all separated a bit from the group to whisper this thing out so that no one hears you. Otherwise, you'd have to roll stealth to see if Ren is just like sharing his plan in front of Zara. So yeah, I'll say that y'all separated off for a little bit.
Okay.
To talk about this.
So I mean,
right.
so Celise just looks back at Zaraj with that sly little grin. It's like, I mean, I don't want him alive at all, and I only healed him just for the usefulness he might have, and it sounds like he doesn't have any actually. And you know that he killed my wife, right?
All right. So Davil sees y'all like talking and then looking back at them and then talking and then looking back. So he is actually, you know what? Let me roll to see how I'm gonna have him roll insight to see if he can. He rolled a 2. So he just
Wow,
thinks that
okay.
y'all are just talking about grocery shopping or something. You're talking about like, you know, what's on TV tonight, just some random stuff. So like he does not pick up that you might be plotting against Siraj. But he does say, look, I don't like this any more than anyone here does. But let's keep to the task at hand. Okay? Now, I'm going to go off to the Seaworld with some members of the network, and I would be much more like successful if everyone here joins me. Now, if you can't put your differences aside, I'll have to do this on my own, and I'm willing to. But if we want to save the city, we should really try all to work together. And I understand if you don't want to be around each other, we can approach from different angles. We don't have to be all together, but we should all do this at the same time tonight. And like we can take a rest like before, but we do need to do this tonight. So once again, I say, who's with me?
That sounds like
I just see a wing go up from Dahani and like a short dwarven arm.
Underneath
from,
the wing, you
Desert.
see a tiny hand pop in the frame. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be a part of this. I'm gonna hide over here.
Exactly. Rin's head is moving. Just he's like ducking down.
Yeah, I'm not involved in this conversation. I'm scared.
I mean,
Oh my
honestly, I am bored.
Wow. Is that a note? Is that a note to
Wow.
the DM? Or is that,
No. This is Dahani to the rivals at large. We haven't done anything for 4 months, and I'm bored.
Wow. And
Wow, this-
makes Dahani like excuse you?
Charisma 7.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay.
Is 7 like the lowest? Isn't 8 the lowest score you can have?
No.
Oh well, never mind then.
not if you. Yeah.
I really
So-
don't. I just want to do some. This sounds interesting, and I want to do something interesting.
All right. So Celeste looks at Rin. So she's bored. How about we have some action?
That's not what I.
All right, I'm ready. I've been sharpening up my knives and my daggers, and I'm ready to actually hopefully hit somebody with it and stab them.
Okay. So I wait for Rin to kind of circle around the back of Zaraj.
Do we have to roll for any of this, by the way?
Oh, I'm sure we do.
Okay.
So Ren, are you going around? Are you doing that? Are you trying to? Yeah. Tell me what you're trying to do.
Oh, we are trying to take out this mother sucker. We are trying to do it. But I had Celeste is gonna go in the front, and then I'll try to hold him down, and then she can do her thing.
So like, are you trying to go like behind him?
Oh yeah,
or-
we're gonna do a whole like Mission Impossible thing where we're like twirling, like trying to get behind things so he doesn't see me coming
Okay.
from behind.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is a very
Try to
tight
slide things.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
So if you move, anyone that moves, their eyes are directly on you. So if you want to try to like get behind him, you're gonna have to roll stealth at disadvantage.
Oh.
And I'm also gonna have him roll perception to see if he can pick up what you're doing.
Oh no.
So you're gonna have to really, in this tense situation, if you want to try to do it, you're gonna have to really roll well. So it's possible, but
But you were just gonna like walk behind him after I just start walking toward him.
I mean,
I'm already I'm in front of Zaraj, so wouldn't his attention be on me anyway?
Yeah.
His attention is on you, but he's also very aware of everyone else in the room.
Okay.
It's a very tense like situation.
Oh Lord. Okay.
So
rolling stealth and
if that's what you want to do, Ren, then yes, that's what you'd have to do.
I mean, okay. Well,
You
okay.
can propose something else that you want to do, but if that's what you want to do, that's the situation.
Can I do what we were planning on doing? Just like, Celise is doing the stuff in the front, and I just like go in. I'm scared if I roll, it's gonna be real bad. I don't want to even do it.
So so is Siraj still with the group, or is he like pulled off to the side a little bit?
No, so like everybody's around the slab, and like Celise came back to the slab and got between Davil and like Zarash.
Yeah.
And like a Rin, because you said that like you didn't come back, you're still kind of off a little bit from the slab. So like you have to come around and.
Could I use Duo as a distraction and tell him to go and talk to Zarash?
He's still in the tunnel.
Yeah, we left him there.
So
I forgot about that. Sorry.
I mean, you could go get him if you want. Or
I was thinking about him like he's a Pokemon. I could just throw him out whenever I want. It's like, dude. Okay, no, that's fine. I'm trying to do this the easiest way as possible. So I guess I'll wait on Celise's word, and I'll just like go behind and just like. Whoop.
All right, as I said before, if you're going behind him, you're gonna have to do that
stealthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like he would immediately be like, "Why are you behind me?" Unless you like really roll pretty well.
Maybe I'm just trying to. Maybe he dropped something out of his back pocket. I'm just trying to make sure he knows it's there.
Not when it's this tense.
Damn it. Okay. All right. I tried to persuade you.
Just roll for it.
Okay, here we go. I'm scared.
I mean, as a reminder, y'all don't have to do this.
No, of course.
I got to
do a lot of things.
I got an 18.
Right.
I got 18 for stealth. And
Okay.
Where's the other one?
Did you roll twice?
For stealth?
Yeah, you're at
for
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Oh, I had to do it again. Oh, well, damn it.
Hey, let's go. One of the numbers is an 18. That's good.
I'm already scared, though.
Yeah, but if the other one's
okay, I got a 19.
Okay,
Wow.
okay, you got 18 is a low number.
See,
Look at
18,
that.
19. So let me roll for.
Get a
All
1.
right, so you beat him because he got a 16. So you are able to. Wow, I can't believe you're pulling this off.
It's my favorite.
You
phrase
are
to hear.
able to creep around and not arouse the suspicions of Zaraj. But like, I want to hear how you pull this off. So like, how do you creep around? Do you just like walk normally?
Oh, absolutely not. We had to be very dramatic and very extra about it. So it's just like there, like, are there bushes around the area? Can we just say there are?
There's no bushes. You're like inside of like a thing.
Oh yeah, we are
you know
inside.
what?
Sorry, but like,
You
do
know
we have
what?
a bush, a random bush?
Let me see. There's not bushes, but there are like there are like little pillars and slabs around that kind of thing.
Pillars
so
are
you can
perfect.
try to like use those as bushes as you would. So tell me how you would do it.
So like, the Rivals of Waterdeep version of the Mission Impossible theme song starts playing in the background.
Okay.
And so Ren is just like, he goes behind he goes behind the first pillar and just like rolls into another pillar. And he is like, okay, mission 1. And so there's another pillar I would assume is like nearby. So he like does a cartwheel next to the next one, not being seen, hopefully. And then he like does like one of these things towards Celise, and he's just like, I got you. I'm about to do the deed.
I'm waiting for him to stab so I can follow it up from the front.
Oh, okay. We're still, he's still, okay. He's like, okay, I got it. Okay. And so he flips one more time towards Jiraj, and he's
is this all still with the, like, I wanted to see if I noticed any of this, but this is all
notice it because it's
all 19. I rolled a 17, so I definitely don't, but
I'm ready to take out my knife. I'm ready.
God.
Well, I mean, the funny thing is you're describing it as if it's a crit fail because you're trying to draw as much attention to you as possible. But I will say that with your roll, as I said, it's not that no one notices you. It's just that it doesn't arouse any suspicion. It doesn't.
This is just Rin.
You're...
Oh, he's doing some calisthenics right now. Okay, he's working out.
Extra
Right.
and very. You got to make sure it happens. You know what I mean?
I see him, but I just let it happen.
Yeah.
So we are preparing the knife that is in the pocket.
Okay.
I turn to Davil and what's it called? Siraj, and like, see, there's 14 major tenets that every manager should know about their business. There's division of labor, there's party of authority and responsibility, discipline. The real issue is your discipline. And like, he's like talking about how to like manage their employees while all this is happening right now.
Okay. Yeah. So like Rin, after you flip between pillars, you make your eye connection with Celise, you're darting, you end up I'd say about 5 feet behind Zaraj without arousing the suspicion of him or Davil. Because you rolled really well, man.
I like it.
So tell me what happens, either Celise or Rin, or if anyone else wants to do anything.
I feel like in the final seconds and moments, like Ren's pulls out his dagger, but then he stops like, wait, do you want me to stab first? Or do you want to stab first to Celise? Okay. All right.
Because she's basically got like so basically she's gonna let Ren get first blood. And then when Zaraj is like, she's gonna like, follow up and like get him just right in the ribs, right between the two ribs in his heart. So it's just gonna be like an overlapping sword in his heart.
Okay.
All right. So Rin, so like you're 5 feet like behind him. So do you want like are you just trying to do just a straight up attack? Or are you trying to do like a stealthy attack, or like are you just trying to just
no, it's a hot mess of an attack because Ren's gonna pull out his dagger and he's gonna like go like this and scream like ah, and then like just stab him.
Wow.
You just threw in the middle of saying
in the final moments.
That's why he asked before, so he knew what was happening beforehand, so he could just
I'm just trying to get a sense of this because this is not an easy thing to pull off. So
Gazrick's in front being like, every successful leader knows discipline goes both ways. Oh my God! And like in the minute that the scream occurs.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that you do that, so you can't change the fact that you scream. And as you scream, I'm going to give Zaraj a chance to move away because he hears your scream.
Get a what?
And like just like instinctually, even though he doesn't recognize that you're behind him, just instinctually, as an assassin, as somebody that's been doing this, he would think to just dart out. So let's see.
One.
So like, so like I'm gonna have him roll just like a athletics.
I'm so excited to stab him.
You could have just real cheese movements.
Did you get a 1?
Did you get like a 3?
He got 20 plus 16, which is a 17.
No.
So
God, should have known when that grin popped up. We should have known better.
Yeah, I don't have a poker face
everything.
at all. I can't fake anything. I'm like really. That's why I'm bad at cards. Like I can't play poker. Like I can't play spades. Like everyone knows how much books I have every time. I'm awful at cards. So you hear that scream. He ducks away. So you do come down with your dagger, but you miss. So Celise, what do you do as you see Rin go down with the dagger? And like Zaraj, he goes off to the side, but he's still like right next to you. So like he like more like ducks over. So he's not out of range of anything.
So is he like to the side, in front of me? Like where is he positioned next to me?
Yeah, he like kind of like ducks over. So he's still like standing in front of you. He's just kind of like, he's like leaned over to the side.
Shoot. And she just stares at Rin like, dummy. And she's got like her hand on her dagger. Is it possible to just like grab Zaraj and just try to just stab him full on, like, or is that too many actions? I get 2 attacks.
I'll definitely let you try to grapple, and if you succeed with the grapple, yes.
Okay, because I do get 2 attacks.
Yeah. So like let's do a contested strength. Let's see if you can grapple him.
All right. The question is, where did I put my character sheet? I have too many tabs open.
I can't see that.
It's a 1.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so tell me what you try to do, and I tell you what happens.
So when Celeste sees Rin like scream and totally miss, she tries to like grab him so she can like kind of pull him over and like just get a kidney shot, get him from behind. Because I mean, her dagger's not short; it's closer to a short sword if we're being real. And I'm guessing in that fumble to grab him, either she grabs him and then he just is too slippery for her, or she grabs but manages to get kind of tangled up in, because Rush is bigger than her. So she's trying to manhandle someone who's physically bigger than her.
Yes.
And in the ensuing failure, she trips them both up, and I think they both probably wind up on the ground.
Okay. Yeah. He like wiggles out of your grip, but like I'll say that you two, it like kind of puts you out of balance. So Zaraj, he looks at everyone and says, "Well, Devil, I guess we'll have to wait for our plans." And everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy.
This is all my fault. Sorry.
I was not intending for this, but hey.
Can I go back and change everything I did in the last 5 minutes?
Nope.
Damn. Okay. I tried.
Cool 4. A very cool 4.
Wow. 14.
Okay.
24.
A 10.
All right. So let me just
Someone write that down.
Yeah, please.
I have no paper on my desk. Does anyone have paper?
No, I'm writing it down. So I got it up now. So can everybody go over their numbers again?
I rolled a 24.
Right.
I got a 10.
10. Okay.
Got
14.
a 4.
All right. Ty had 14 and 4. Okay.
Mm. Can I get a redo, please?
Can you erase out all this? I would love that.
And then I'm gonna roll for Zaraj.
Now we better crit fail.
Got a 17.
That bastard.
Roll for Devil. Devil got an 8. And also, I'm gonna roll for the Black Network, because they're in the tunnels. They heard the commotion, so they're also going to rush back in the tunnel to see what's going on. So
wow.
I'll roll for them as 1. They got a 12.
Wow.
All right, so this is where we are, guys. We're at a standoff. Dahani.
All right. I am confused. I think Dahani is going to hold her action.
Okay.
Since her bow would still be available, so she's just gonna hold her action to fire at the first enemy she sees that is not Zaraj or Dabble, because she gets how important this is to Celeste and doesn't want to interfere.
Okay, so like you're gonna aim like toward the tunnel then, because that's where these Black Network people would be coming from. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So like you basically like turn toward a tunnel. You have your bow at the ready, and I'll say that the trigger is soon as somebody comes through, which will basically be at the top of their turn. Like they're gonna get sliced with an arrow.
And then my bonus action will be to technically it'll be like a focus shot. So I'm gonna be on the ground and I'm gonna focus, but I'm gonna use my Kensei shot ability so that when I fire, I get an additional 1d4 of damage.
Okay. Additional d4. Kensei. Okay. Awesome. All right. So Zaraj is next. I mean, there's really no surprise here. He's definitely his eyes are gonna go towards Celise, even though Rin was really the one that tried to stab him in the back. He knows who the real fight is with. So he's going to pull out a long sword, and he's going to roll to hit Celise. All right, Celise, does a 9 hit you?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I have to ask.
You can see my character sheet.
I know, but like we have new viewers. We have new listeners.
Gotta make sure.
Plus, I don't know. I like asking if something hits. I don't know why. Even if I know it hits. My like favorites though is if it's really high. Like, does a 35 hit? Those are always my favorite moments.
So
okay.
Can I get an attack of opportunity after that, or is it still based on our order? Because I know Rin attacked him first, and I tried. But remember, we're both prone on the ground. So we both got up.
Well, he's definitely up. Yeah,
okay, well, I
sure.
got up too.
And like you're up as well. Yeah. Everybody's up. So
since he missed, can I get an attack of opportunity?
No, I won't give you opportunity on it.
Damn. Okay.
But I'll say that he does like one like massive swing, and he's still not 100%. So it just misses. He's like going in for like kind of like a stab in like your like lower stomach, and he just goes to like far off to the side. As he's lunging forward, he kind of loses his balance a bit and stumbles a bit, and like it like kind of goes to the right of you. So I'm gonna go. He does have another attack, so he crit fails. Poor Zaraj.
Oh boy.
So at like this point, he like basically tries to lunge again with the exact same sword in his right hand, but he like fully loses his balance, and he falls to the ground. So now he is on the ground. So anybody that wants to attack him before his next turn, it'll be at advantage because he's like stumbled on the ground. Poor Zaraj.
Poor Zaraj, nothing. He brought this on himself.
All right. So next is Celise.
Oh, you know that I'm going in with both attacks.
Oh boy.
I mean, 2 attacks and an advantage. I'm doing everything I can to take you out.
Yeah, exactly. Both of your attacks will be at advantage.
All right. I'm picking my 2 favorite dice. You think I'm joking?
No, I know. No, this is a moment.
All right. So I got a 22 on 1, and I'm gonna re-roll the second attack. Nat 20.
Wow.
As if there was anything better than Zaraj crit failing and you hitting 2 20s. Both hit. Tell me what happens.
Is it too late to a smite? Probably wouldn't hurt Zaraj, would it?
Which one? Which one are you using?
Wrathful. Oh no, that's on my. Let me see if Wrathful Smite works. If I do Wrathful Smite, it does an additional D6 psychic damage.
Yeah, psychic damage will work on him. Huh.
And additionally, if the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the spell ends.
Okay. Yeah. How long does it last?
It says concentration up to 1 minute, which most
Until
spells do,
you-
but I feel like combat.
Yeah, I mean,
Longer.
if you want to use that, that means that you basically wouldn't be attacking the next couple rounds because you'd be concentrating on like keeping that there, on like keeping him
All right.
frightened. So you could do that if you want.
Save that for my actual attack. This is an attack.
Okay.
Well, it's my actual turn, so I'll save it. So for the crit, I doubled my damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, double the
Okay.
dice, not the modifier.
Yes.
Okay, so I just add another D8.
Yep.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be good.
Sorry, I for once in my life I don't have enough dice on my desk. I know, right? Like what even is life?
Yeah, that's so funny because in our in-person games, you're always like surrounded by
Well,
dice.
we also have a whole table
Yeah.
at the studio.
That's true.
Oh my
You
god!
mean you don't have that same table in your apartment? You don't have that?
No,
You
but
don't
if
take that
somebody,
out?
no, because I'm pretty sure that the studio would want to come find me. But if Workwood wants to sponsor me for a table,
Ooh.
I won't say no.
Mm.
And so in all of this, I've totally forgotten what we're doing. How I should
Okay.
calculate my damage.
You rolled 2 hits that succeeded.
Yes.
You
Okay,
said
so my
I don't
first-
think you're going to use the wrathful smites. I think
Right.
you're just using regular attacks.
All right, so my first damage is not great. It's 2, 5, 7. So the first damage is only 7.
Okay.
The second damage, which is better. Oh, that's so much better. 8, 15, 23 on my second damage roll.
Okay. And you doubled that one for the crit.
No, I did not double that one. So
All
that'd
right,
be
we'll double
46. 46 on that one for the crit.
Yikes.
Okay.
So-
All right. So tell me how you do this.
Is
No way.
oh
You hear-
So I did not say he was dead. but,
Okay.
Like tell me how you do the attacks. It's a lot of damage though. 51 points. Well,
you got me
53.
excited. I thought I one-shotted him. You got me super excited because I was like, I had a speech ready for when I get to murder him.
I mean, he is very weak. He is very weak,
Um,
but not that weak.
but so Celeste like takes her sword and she just like aims straight down and like she just puts like all of her strength into that first hit that crits him, and she's not satisfied until she hears like something break and she twists her sword before she pulls it out and then stabs him again, not with as much force, but she is so furious right now. Like, like if I really could if I could really rage out as a character, she would so be doing that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so she's not
All right.
a happy camper.
Okay. Yeah. So and like that's for both of your hits. So like they're kind of the same, just plunging.
Yeah,
downward, vertical.
because I didn't take Wrathful Smite. If I get another attack, I'll add Wrathful Smite on the next one. But as she pulls the sword out, she's like, "The killing blow is mine."
Okay. All right. Zaraj is on the ground as you're plunging your sword. Are you plunging it into his chest? Like his where are you aiming for?
So basically, like when she like the one that critted, she slammed her sword through like is he face up or face down?
He's face up.
Oh yeah, then straight through like rib cage, and she like twisted her sword so she'd break a rib on the way out.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Doctor.
Look, she's waited a long time for this revenge.
Oh, yeah.
This is real. Yeah, so like as you go down, you see like his face and like his like eyes get big and like he's kind of sucking in like, and then as you take it out and you twist it, you hear a little crack. So you know that you've definitely achieved what you wanted to. And as you pull it out, I mean, like Zaraj is just bleeding all over, but you sense that he's still alive. So he's on the ground. He's holding his chest. He's breathing like very heavily. And he is trying to come to his feet, but he's not quite at his feet yet.
Okay.
All right. I love that. I love that like crit failed in that 20. That was great. All right. So next are the Black Network. So the first one runs in and gets smacked by Donnie's arrow.
Oh boy, let's see what I roll. Let's see.
Yeah.
That is a 23 to hit.
Okay, that definitely hits.
For 11 points of damage. And I'm not going to murder. I'm going for like incapacitate. So I'm shooting at like knees and ankles.
Okay. So you're not going to murder. Okay.
No.
All right. So then, as the first guy, like he runs through, and you're shooting like one arrow, right?
So my attack action is 2 arrows.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
but my attack action is to attack twice. So if one guy comes in, I'm gonna shoot his ankle, and then if other people come in, I'm shooting ankles. It's just ankles all around.
You're just breaking ankles. You're just like I imagine that it's like being at the Rucker playing like street basketball and like with somebody's ankles get like broken. It's like, oh baby, oh baby, those ankles are broken. It's like a street ball announcer.
Yeah.
So Dahani is just, the first dude, he runs in, boom, ankles get hit, and he falls on the ground, and the next person runs in, boom, ankle gets hit on the ground. So you've disabled 2. Because they're on the ground and holding their ankles.
I rolled. I hit both times, and it's 8 damage to the first guy and 14 damage to the second guy.
Oh, the second guy is really struggling. Oh man, he's
got him right in the Achilles tendon.
Yeah. So the second guy, he's on the ground and he's like kind of motionless. Like the first guy, he hits the ground. He's like kind of squirming around a bit, but the second guy is like he's on the ground and he's just on there, like he's just like flat on his face, and it does not look like he's moving.
Oh no.
Okay. As the other ones, there's about 8 more that like are running. They survey the situation. They see Zaraj kind of like trying to dagger to his feet, but like looking obviously injured. They see both like Rin and like Celise like next to him, and they see Davil kind of like he's like looking around with his sword out. He's like trying to get a sense of like what like he should do. And as these guys come in, they're confused because they just see like 2 guys just like go down. So the ones that like have bows, they are going to aim at Dahani because they see like Dahani just
Here we are. Hello.
And we're back.
So if you stopped Audacity, just put it back on if you did.
Oh yeah, I did.
If you didn't, like, don't worry about it. I'll edit it.
Hold
15
on. I need
minutes.
to.
Oh no, you're gonna get a lot of audio on this one.
I need to export.
Okay, so thank you everyone for sticking with us through the tech issues. This was literally the worst fight to have something end on, and also the front page and all that good stuff. So I appreciate everybody for reaching out. Thank you to my rivals for not yelling at me.
It's beyond your control.
Well, because it's like my energy somehow overloaded the circuits, so it's my fault. Like I have to be a lot more low energy. I gotta be more low energy.
Blame Celise. Her rage killed the stream.
That would be funny if, like, once you plunge your sword in, the stream just dropped.
I think that is
Man.
close to where it happened.
All right. Yeah. So we dropped right at the point where Dahani. When the Black Network were shooting arrows at Dahani.
Yeah, I was really excited for that.
Yeah. And they rolled really badly.
Oh, okay.
So I would just ask you, just because I like asking, does a 3, 5, or a 12 hit you?
No.
No. So those arrows just sail right past you. Whoosh,
Sail.
whoosh. I mean, they're not even close. Like remember the Black Network, they jump out the tunnel, they freak out at the sight of Zaraj and at the sight of like 2 of their members that just got knocked out the ankles. So like they're just shooting wildly and like they're not paying attention and they just sail right past you. So you're all good. So that is their turn. All right. Next is Rin.
Okay. Wait, he's still on the ground, right? You said?
He's Zaraj. He is trying to get back up. So
okay, I'm going in for the stabbing. I need to go in for the stab.
Just as a reminder, you might not want to. Because the DM says this is Celisa's.
No!
No, he's back.
is.
He's back.
There
He's
he
back.
is.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Okay. Thank God.
I like they all were like, no.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just the drama of what I was saying. Yeah. So the DM says, Rin, you might not want to do that. This is Celisa's fight. There's like a narrator,
correct.
like an omniscient narrator that appears above your head.
Correct.
Attack doesn't mean he gets the kill shot.
I mean, you don't know how low he is.
I'm just gonna
Sure.
step back and go like, ooh.
Then he drops the dagger and the dagger
drops
falls
it.
onto Zaraj and then he
He
dies.
kills him.
Imagine. I'm gonna back
Oh my
out.
god.
We're backing out to let Celise do the final killing blow.
That's so funny. You just back up like
We are backing
like-
out.
and I oop.
Exactly. Just right out of the scene, like, okay.
Do you want to attack anyone else, or you're gonna use
I'll
all
back
your?
it out.
I mean,
I'm backing
There's
out.
people to attack, not just
I mean, there's
Siraj.
Davil. There's like 8 Black Network people that just threw arrows at Dahani and missed. But I won't make you attack if you don't want to.
I think the most
And we can hold your
professional
action too,
thing
if you
right
want.
now is to hold my action and allow Celise to destroy Zaraj. And then I will act upon what happens after.
Okay, sure. All right. So like you're just at the ready.
Mhm.
And okay. All right. So after that is Davil. Davil is also freaked out because he sees Siraj goes down. He sees these like arrows fly past Dahani, so he recognizes that his folks aren't really doing too well. And basically the closest person to him was Rin, but Rin he like backed away. But he saw Rin try to take out Zaraj, so he's gonna go in for Rin. So he's gonna swing at you, Rin.
Gasped.
Does a 21 hit you?
Do I have to answer that truthfully?
Yes.
Oh god.
You can answer what you want it to be. I can answer you what it actually is.
You may hit me.
You may.
You may hit me.
You may hit you.
Wow.
Thank you, sir. He bows to you as he plunges his sword into your armor. And
For 1 damage.
take. Oh, actually,
Oh no! Don't re-roll that. Stop rolling.
no. I rolled the wrong die.
Oh god.
Wow. All right. It's just that bad. You take 16 points of damage.
Oh,
Oof.
God.
Double digits.
Ooh.
Cool.
I'm hurting. Someone help.
Yeah, it's a double digits.
Ouch.
So like he kind of plunges his sword into your left shoulder. So it definitely hurts. So owie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then that's his turn. So finally we have Gazrick, who's seen a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yikes.
What do you do?
I see basically Celeste standing over this person that I know there was conflict already on this uneasy treaty. I see so it's basically Celeste and Rin dealing with Siraj and Davil on one side, and I see Tahani at the like tunnel with all these like basically troops coming at them. I think Gosrick goes towards the tunnel, and he mutters a spell under his breath and casts Sleet Storm at the entrance where the other folks are. And
Okay.
Sleet Storm is until the spell. It's a concentration spell. It's a concentration spell. It's a 40 feet cylinder, radius cylinder that until the spell ends, freezing rain and sleet fall in the area. The area becomes heavily obscured. The ground is covered in slick ice, making it difficult terrain. And when a creature starts their turn or enters the area, it must make a dexterity saving throw, or it falls prone.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't do damage, but it will unless they save against it, everyone falls prone.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like they're all basically in the area.
Yeah. But
so
on their turn, they'll have to roll for at least right now.
Okay.
It's like I just set it up. Yeah.
So it's not okay.
Uh-huh.
Tell me how you cast it.
I think it's kind of similar in the way of the slow, where it like you hear him. It's just there's a pinch of dust and a few drops of water, and are the components. So you see him like almost pull out some like lint from his pocket and like wipe some sweat off his brow, and then like blow into his hand, and he like pushes out a cloud that travels down the tunnel to the other end and pops up on that point and begins to create snow as it starts rolling through.
Okay, sweet. I like it. I like it. All right. So we are back up to the hunt.
Oh my. Okay. Well, there are more people now, so I'm going to shoot them. So yeah, just like one arrow each at 3 Black Network insurgents. So 2 ones that I haven't hit before. I'm just like I said, I'm just going for ankles. That's a 22, a 20, and a 15.
Wow. They all hit.
Nice. So that is that's sad. That is 6 damage, 11 damage, and 12 damage.
Yeah, but you're going to disable them, right? You're not going to.
Yeah, I'm not going to wound. I mean, to critically wound. Just wound.
It's all non-lethal. It's all non-lethal for sure.
Yeah.
Batman rules.
Exactly. Okay. No one ever really dies.
Yeah.
Just a broken back.
3 more shots and 3 more ankles. I'll say the one that you hit with the 12. He gets hit. He runs into one of the other guys that also gets hit. So they both kind of do that thing where you ever see where baseball players are trying to catch the same pitch and they like run into it. Well, I mean, not the same pitch, like the same outfield ball, and they like run into each other. That's kind of what happens. They like smack into each other and then they hit the ground because they have not been doing that well. So, all right, 3 more down. So we have, so we have 5 more Black Network people left that will feel the wrath of Gazrick's spell when it gets to their turn. But before that, Siraj. All right. So he's staggering up to his feet. He's holding his chest, which has a huge gaping wound in it. He looks at Celise, kind of like hunched over, and he says, I remember everything about the day that I killed your wife. And he goes in for an attack at disadvantage because he's super weak. So I'm gonna give him an attack at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Ring must be burning a hole through your
And
equipment.
he rolled an 8 and a 2 because Destiny definitely wants this to happen.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my god.
So can I get an attack of opportunity, or is it my turn next anyway?
it is your turn next anyway, but I will give it to you if you want it early. So he goes in. Because it didn't really work with the stab, now because he's already kind of hunched over by like holding his chest, he's kind of like going for like an overhead chop, and as he goes for it, he hits you in the shoulder, but it's not enough to like penetrate your armor or like even knock you off of balance. So he basically he lunges forward and he comes in with his sword down. So now he's like, basically, I mean, you're not holding him up, but he's kind of like holding on to you like a boxer does when they're punching and they're kind of like holding on because they're really tired. So like he has his sword on your shoulder and he's kind of like all the way in on you, and you hear him huffing and grunting. So now, Celise.
Oh, I am absolutely going in for both attacks. And okay. I was thinking of something that would look cool but might be hard to pull off.
I will say this. Whatever you do, unless you roll excruciatingly bad, will be great. So this is the time. That. This is the time to try something.
All right,
this is the time to try something.
Do I get an advantage because of his state of being, or
you absolutely get advantage? This is just one of those moments.
Oh, that is a 23 and a 20.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Tell me what you want to do.
Where's my popcorn?
Do I even bother rolling?
You can roll just to see. Yeah, you can roll. Mechanically, we're sound. You know.
That is. I can math. So that is 11 damage.
For both hits?
For them combined.
Okay. How does Celise kill the murderer of her wife, the character that she swore vengeance to, Zaraj, the hunter?
So Celise, she's only got the one weapon. I don't remember why, or she's not thinking about it in the moment, but she kind of forgets that she has the shield on her back. Because normally she would do like that kind of cap shield bash because he's already kind of hunched over. But she stabs downward and, kind of gets his neck, but then does like a pull up and just takes his head off on the second hit. And, because she's in such an unreasonable rage, she kicks his body and spits on him when she's done.
As you spit on Zaraj's headless body, his head rolls away, rolls toward Davil. Davil looks down. That's where we're gonna end.
Oh my god!
The shot. It's like the Halloween movie where oh my god.
Where like the head rolls and it's looking
what
up.
The heck?
Like,
right.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna end. This is the beauty of D&D, y'all. I did not expect
Oh
y'all
my
to
gosh.
fight the entire Black Network.
I cannot even believe this.
But you gotta roll with it. Tabletop is awesome, y'all. So
Wow.
I know we already took some questions, and I know we're a little bit over. Do we want to take some more questions?
I don't know, because Masood, you have a schedule, right? You have things to do.
I do, but I could stay for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So if
Also, I might
anybody
have
has
to run because I have something on the stove and I don't want it to burn.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, just don't
Just leave
turn
your camera on.
off.
yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
right
yeah,
back. Okay.
yeah. Just leave your camera on and just go get us our food. All right. So if anybody has any quick questions for our characters, so for Gazrick, for Celise, for Dahani, for Rin, for the now deceased Zaraj, for Gabo
Zaraj's head.
Saruman. Yeah, for Zaraj's head, like separately. For the Etten that got taken out, for the cloaked individual that Gazrick and Dahani did not mention when they came back to anybody.
I said I was going to. I literally, it was the
for
opportunity.
Duo,
Yeah.
or for the 10 Black Network folks that were getting rocked and missing everything. If you have questions for any of them, just type question in the chat. And
Damn it, Danny.
We will answer. First question for Celise.
Wow.
How do you feel right now?
Wow, Danny, the hard question. In that moment, Celise feels incredibly vindicated. She's still full of adrenaline from the fight. And once she comes down off that, she's probably going to feel horribly empty. And when she touches the ring again, she's going to have a very unpleasant conversation.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where like you achieve what you want and then you're like,
Now
wow,
what?
Okay. Yeah. For sure. All right, yeah, we'll wait for a few more questions, and if none come in, I know we already did the outros, right? So we can
we interrupted ourselves a lot. If you didn't get to talk, you came back before I got to be you, so you should probably do them again.
Or we should all just do our Sharif impression. I think that would be.
Hey, like if that's what y'all want to do, I'm not opposed to it.
The DM will remember that.
I'm a little worried about Masood since he's like a comedian and he's probably really good at impersonating and making fun of people.
And now you got a lot of pressure. Now it's going to be really bad. Oh no.
All-star comedian Masood. World-renowned comedian. All right.
Any more questions?
Yeah. If there's any more questions, just throw them in there. Question: what might everyone's Feywild alt be?
What does that mean?
I don't understand the question, if I'm honest. Yes.
I mean, in or out of character, don't understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
do a quick Google.
I know what a Fey is, but I don't know specifically
like what an
that
alternate.
Is.
Yeah.
So yeah. Just that gamer share. Just explain it for a little bit. Interesting point. Not a question, but Sassy Boy says, I thought for a second Sharif was going to have him take his own life to screw her over. I wouldn't take that from Celise. I like the whole point of D&D, especially as a DM, I feel like is to give your characters moments that they want. You know, I wouldn't take that away from her. I feel like that would be like a.
I was thinking it too. I thought since his turn came before mine, he would do like a seppuku thing to be like, "You'll never have your revenge. Screw you, since I'm gonna die anyway."
Yeah, I was playing him as like he has honor. He has like the honor of an assassin kind of. So he's kind of like, if it's got to go, it's got to go. You know, even though he's weakened. So no, I wouldn't have him do that.
Oh, okay. Because I mean, I would, but I'm an evil DM.
Okay. What alternate Feywild character type might each character be? Okay. Like a centaur or pixie.
So
etc.
I pulled up the fandom of the Forgotten Realms. The Feywild is an echo of the prime material plane. Basically, all the inhabitants and many creatures exist as echoes of prime creatures. So there's like a Feywild doppelganger of every person that lives, and those are just like centaurs, elves, goblins. Like, what would be the Fey version of ourselves?
I'd be a satyr.
Ooh,
A fawn.
Okay.
I'd be a succubus. You asked.
that's fair.
All right, I like it.
I would be a fawn.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I think Shaka would like to be a pixie, but like a large pixie, like not like a tiny one. He wants to be like a kind of large pixie because he definitely wants to have that ability to fly for sure. But he wants to have some weight to him. So I think a pixie would be, yeah.
I think what's it called? Gosrick would be, as I'm looking at the inhabitants, an unseelie, who is basically a seelie who wanted to work to destroy the systems that were in place.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think Unseelie or the Winter Court, I think.
Yeah.
Like if Seelie or the Summer Court, Unseelie or the Winter Court, or vice versa. I don't remember which.
But if that tracks, that super tracks.
Mm.
Yeah.
All
Well,
Cool.
if there's no other questions
Yeah, if there's no other questions, let's do the outros.
properly.
So, start with Tanya.
Tanya, Cypher Tier. I stream on my own channel, Cypher Tier, over on Twitch. I also do Dungeon Crossing with Gary Whitta, Shannon Woodward, Brian Gray, and Adam Nickerson. We take D&D, but we play in my basement on my island, and I teach them how to play. They're all low-level characters, and we're kind of going from there to see what happens. So far, Gary Whitta's character has not yet died or been murdered by his own party members. And then on Thursdays, I DM Dragon Age, which is over at the Wandering DMs channel. We just resumed last week. And on Sundays, usually we do Aegon on Sunday, which is Greek mythology. We're taking a break this week because Dave has some stuff to do as well. B. Dave Walters is on that show with us. So still come by Bard and Barbarian, but it won't be Aegon. It'll be more chill and relaxed tonight.
All right. I once again, Brandon Stennis. I play Relidon. You can find me on Twitter at I'm Brandon TV or on Twitch at I'm Brandon. As I said before, in a few weeks you'll be able to see me on a Rooster Teeth video, so look for that on YouTube. And other than that, there's just like some stuff behind the scenes that's happening. Just follow me, you'll see.
All right.
Hi, everybody. I'm Latia Jacques. You can find me all across the internet at Latia Jacques. Also, not brand new, but now on Twitch at Latia Jacques as well, where I stream whatever I want to, but it's super chill and fun. You can find me this Wednesday on twitch.tv/Bard and Barbarian as we play some D&D in space, Dark Matter by Mage Hand Press. Myself, Critical Bard, Nomadic, and Mason Dula will be run by Diana D'Amico as we do Space Heist, which is going to be fantastic. Also, next week, right after our normal rival show, I will be taking the rivals through a spooky house of my own invention for our Gen Con online show. So that's going to be really fun. I'm really excited to kind of dig into the mechanics of this thing that I am building. So really excited to see how that turns out. Other than that, you can find me everywhere. Just come talk to me as long as you're a nice person. I love you.
I guess I'm up next. Hey guys, I'm Masood. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Marudeboy, MHRUDEBOI. And yeah, like I said, here I'm with Rivals on Sundays. On Tuesdays, you can find me with Indoor Recess on the same channel playing Mythic Odysseys of Theros. On Thursdays, you can find me on the Indoor Recess channel playing Once Upon a Game, where I'm doing a first blind playthrough of Undertale, and it's breaking me. And yeah, that's the regular stuff. This upcoming Thursday, I will be DMing a game for Indoor Recess. We're playing Kids on Bikes. And once again, I'm going to say the title just because I'm super proud of it. Indoor Recess has outdoor recess indoors. Think about it. It's funny on a lot of levels. But yeah.
All right. And I'm Sharif. I'm a DM. You can find me at sharifjackson.com. SHAREEF Jackson.com, and Sharif Jackson on all social media. I will be on this Saturday on August 1st. I'll be on a Gen Con panel at noon Central called Creating Your GM's Favorite Character with Kat Kruger, Guy Scanlers, and Monty Glue. Moderated by Ryan McIntyre, so that should be fun. And then, as Latia said, our Rivals panel is right after our main show. So our main show is from noon to like a 2 Central, and our Rivals panel starts at 2:30 on the Gen Con Twitch channel. So, looking forward to that for sure. All right. Sorry for the technical things, everyone. Hope it went well, and see y'all next week.
Bye.
Here.